This was our first full day in Sidemen, Bali, and we decided to explore the little town. The first thing we did was that we went to these rice plantations. They had an entrance ticket. We had been to the rice fields in Jewelery, which are supposed to be more majestic and grand, but that day it was raining, so we thought we'd check this place out as well. It wasn't as grand as the one in Jewelery, but this one had its own beauty. It was so amazingly untouched, and you get that real feel with the villagers walking about. We saw a couple of them doing laundry, taking a bath as well. The girls were horrified. Then we took this little shortcut back to the main street. Apparently, this is the one that the villagers take when they need to get to the main road. And trust me, it was one heck of an adventure going through this. I also wanted to share that there are a ton of stray dogs in Bali. They are quite well behaved, but if you are scared of dogs, you'll have to watch out. There was some religious ceremony going on. They were doing preparations for that. This was so cool, so we checked it out a little bit. Our next stop was this place called Lotus Ayu Silver, where we wanted to take jewelry making classes. We paid 45,000 Indonesian rupees per person, and then we were given the silver that we could use. We all chose our designs and what we wanted to make. The person who had the hardest time choosing a design was Alia. Eventually, she settled on the snake design, but then we all went and chose our stones, and Alia's design does not have a stone in it, so they modified it to add some. We started by melting the silver at this high temperature. This was so cool watching these beads melt and turn into molten silver. This is what it looks like. Amazing, right? And then once it was properly heated, you pour it down this little mold, I guess, to turn it into a slab of silver. I then picked it up and dipped it in water to cool it down. The girls were so amazed to see it turn into this little block. Then we hammered it a little bit to make it more soft and malleable and put it through this pasta machine like thing, that's what I'd like to call it, that just went through, and the silver kept getting longer and thinner. This was such a cool process, and we had so much fun seeing this. So we molded the silver according to the three things that we were making: my ring, Alia's earrings, and Shanze's earring. This is Shanze adding some design to her silver for her earrings, and then she cut it to size, and then she molded it into shape to get her earrings ready, closed that shut, and then I went to work on my ring, making sure that it was also perfect. This was Alia. I tried to help her file her snake because I'm really good at filing, and then Alia went to work, and then Hamad got in, and then he also did some work on the snake. This was a really intricate process of carving the design. And then this was an intricate process, but this is my ring being soldered, and then Alia's snake being made with a little diamond on its head. And then Ahmad ended up polishing the ring for the final touches, and I was amazed with how well it turned out. This is us getting engaged once again, and with the ring that I absolutely love. And these are Alia's first impression of her earrings. She was totally blown over. We all loved our jewelry, and we were so thankful to the people at Lotus Ayu Silver. They were so dedicated and so helpful and kind. For lunch, we stopped over to this place called Bali Asli. There were some really good reviews about this restaurant and was very highly rated, so we had to check it out. But to be very honest, the food was good, but they usually just had a set menu. We couldn't order things differently, but they tried to make it work for us and ordered us just the chicken that we needed and white rice. And for the kids also, this wasn't in the menu, but they made fried chicken. The most amazing place in this restaurant was their bathroom. Just look at it. Just look at the view. There was not covered, and you use the toilet overlooking the plantation. I swear I'd freak out if I had to use this toilet every single day. I did use it today, and it was a bit scary. And then that was lunch. We then headed over to our next stop, which was the Water Palace. We were looking to check out this place, and it is so beautiful. The entry was free here, so it is absolutely a must-visit place if you are in Sidemen. It was so beautiful. The views here were absolutely breathtaking. This palace was built on water, hence the name. The girls enjoyed themselves, and we also had a good walk around, and we just checked out the place and explored it. I loved the carvings here on the stones. They were so beautiful. All these walkways, they were so amazingly carved. I was so impressed by the Balinese architecture. It reminded me so much of the architecture back in Pakistan as well. But it's so beautiful to see how cultures evolve and how they meet. And then this was us. We decided to climb to the top. The girls were tired, so we left them down, and me and Hamad came up just to see this view. And it was totally worth the 200 stairs that we took. It was absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. Then we came back to the hotel, and I relaxed on the swing for a bit. And then that was it. We had dinner that we got delivered to our hotel room, and we called it a night. See you tomorrow.